I told my sister-in-law to get out of my daughter's baby shower. My daughter Amy lost her first baby 2 years ago. He was stillborn at 38 weeks. They were going to name him Philip. When she came home from the hospital, she couldn't even look at the nursery. She asked us to take it all down before she got back. Every single thing. The crib, the changing table, the little elephant mobile we'd hung together. She kept his ultrasound pictures and a tiny lock of his hair in a memory box. But everything else had to go. My husband's sister Vanessa had given Amy this expensive stroller at the baby shower. When we started donating things, Vanessa lost her mind. She called Amy hysterical. She told everyone at Sunday dinner that taking down a nursery was ridiculous and dramatic. She said Amy needed to grow up and face reality. I had to physically stand between them at one point because Amy was shaking so hard she could barely breathe. We banned Vanessa from family stuff for 6 months. She only came back after promising she'd never mention Philip again. Fast forward to last month. Amy's pregnant again, 26 weeks with a girl. We threw her a baby shower at my house. I invited Vanessa because my husband begged me to keep the peace. Big mistake. The whole afternoon, Vanessa whispered to people. I heard her tell my neighbor we were tacky for throwing a second baby shower. She told my husband's cousin that Amy was milking the tragedy for attention and free stuff. I watched her roll her eyes every time someone congratulated Amy, but she stayed away from my daughter, so I bit my tongue. Then Amy started opening presents. There were these tiny pink onesies with bunnies on them, a handmade blanket from her best friend. Amy was smiling for the first time in months, really smiling, and I felt like I could finally breathe. That's when Vanessa spoke up, loud enough for everyone to hear. You know, if you hadn't torn apart Philip's nursery and thrown everything away like it meant nothing, you wouldn't be sitting here begging people for gifts. The room went silent. Amy's hands stopped moving. She just stared at the wall with this blank look on her face, and then tears started rolling down her cheeks. She didn't make a sound, just tears. I grabbed Vanessa's gift from the pile, walked to the front door, and threw it onto the driveway. The box split open and some glass thing inside shattered on the concrete. Get out, I said. Right now. Vanessa crossed her arms. I'm not leaving. I have every right to be here. Someone needs to tell the truth. I completely lost it. Get out of my house! I screamed it so loud my throat hurt. My husband ran in from the garage where he'd been helping his dad load chairs into the car. His mom explained what happened, and without saying a word, he picked up Vanessa like she weighed nothing and carried her out the door. She was yelling the whole time about how we were all enabling Amy's weakness. He set her down on the porch and said, "Don't come back." Amy left the shower early. She didn't even take the gifts, just grabbed her purse and walked out to her car while people were still standing around in shock.